Don't go, they have the final say in all of this. If we force their hand too much, the situation may get ugly. I mean, we can just kill them all, can't we? I mean, I don't see the problem with doing that. Nahida's like, you know what? I'm fine with doing like this mass harvesting of my own people. But why'd you gotta do it on my birthday? You have to do this on my birthday? When y'all never celebrate it? Like, come on, like the one time people are celebrating my birthday, now you want to do this mass experiment?
This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency.
After that tomorrow, and after that tomorrow, and after that tomorrow. This is why the Sumeru quest is the best Archon quest. It is so cold. Please hit that like button so I can get warmer. You probably thought I wasn't about to do Act 2 for Sumeru. Oh, that rhymed. Here we are, baby. We are getting back into the story today because I want to figure out what's going on, right? I just want you guys to know that the test went well. I know you guys were concerned, but it went well. I forgot, Perilous Trail. What else do I need to do in order to... Okay, I need to knock this out real quick. So if you guys can just like wait 1 second, no, I'm kidding. Oh, also guys, comment down below what character story quests you want to see, because I'm definitely going to do Kazuha's, but I don't know if the other ones are like worth recording. I'm not doing Baiju's. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm not doing Baiju's. I hate them so much. I'm not going to explain why. Just let me have this. But I definitely want to record Kazuha's, and everyone after Kazuha's I've never done except Baiju's. I've done his. It's gonna be completely brand new, baby. So yeah, you guys let me know like which one's is like the best quest. Which one is your favorite in your opinion? Because so far, Aratagi Ito, you know, the one in Oni, that one is my favorite so far. Nothing else can top it. All right, let's get started with this Archon quest that I know is gonna take forever. If you hear an alarm go off, I'm sorry, but I'm making potatoes.
We didn't miss the SABZERUZ festival, right?
SABZERUZ.
Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
Open the gates! Open the gates!
There she is! Dunyarzad, we're back!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Oh yeah, of course. I love Lesser Lord Kusanali. Guys, I never know where to put my camera. I know I do this like every single video, but it's true. Like I really don't know where to put it. This is not a bit. I really just don't know. Looks like we made it back in time.
Indeed. The festival's tomorrow.
Ooh.
We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
You should feel nervous.
There's no need to be nervous.
Because if you fail,
Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord
Kusanali will die.
Kusanali will feel everyone's gratitude.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
Unfortunately, we didn't find any new information on Lesser Lord Kusanali. Instead, we were only left with more questions.
I see.
Like, is
Sounds
Alhaitham
like you
trustworthy?
two had another exciting adventure.
And why is Dory even in the story?
If there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
The baddie is right.
Dia, you were eavesdropping.
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the...
It's all right, Dia.
I didn't mean to
I
skip
merely
it.
said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
True.
Ah,
Not Paimon yawning. So rude.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. My apologies for not realizing this sooner. I've already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
Ooh, not the 5-star treat, man.
Oh, you're
Thank
so
you,
thoughtful.
Dinnerzard.
Paimon's so ready.
We have like goose feather filled pillows. The morn 1,000 roses brings. Is that what that said? The morn 1,000 roses. The morn 1,000 roses bring. Why does that like not sound right? Let me look it up real quick. Morn. What's a morn? Oh, guys, the word of the day. The word of the day is tomb. Tome? Wait, is it tomb or tome?
Tome.
So morn means dawn or morning. So the morn 1,000 roses bring. The morning 1,000 roses brings. Okay, I just want to understand the title.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Sorry for the trouble, Dinnerzard.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you
Why don't
next
I
get the
just say
chance.
thank you?
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can
If
tell
someone
you
does
stories
something
next
for
time.
you, you don't say sorry for the trouble or sorry for inconveniencing you. You say thank you. I appreciate it. About our plans for tomorrow.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow?
Oh, heck yeah. Let's do it.
All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia is still insisting on her covert protection.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you, right?
I'll keep you company for tomorrow. It'll be easier to get information with your help. I'll keep you company.
Then let's meet at the nearby
Lumen
bazaar
is on a
first thing tomorrow morning.
mission.
Have a
She's
great
not
night.
here to make friends.
Deal. Good night,
She's here to
Dinnerzard.
meet the Archon.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you
Aw.
tomorrow.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the SABZERUZ festival too. Will there be lots of yummy food?
There should be.
Oh, no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, traveler. Did we oversleep?
I overslept this morning. I was almost late for work.
We should go meet Dinnerzard right away.
Alright, the coming of the SABZERUZ festival. See guys, I'm getting better at pronouncing it. Aren't you proud of me? Man, I want to roller skate so bad. But I'm so afraid of falling again.
Traveler.
I'm so afraid of
Paimon,
failing.
I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dinnerzard. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night.
Aw.
I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today.
Oh, right, because she has
Well,
Elazar too.
Shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there. Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they
I
insisted on
hate
covering
the
costs
freaking
themselves.
walking missions.
Let's go give them some business.
They pay for everything.
I mean, it
on the
makes
contract.
sense in this regard
Sounds
because
like you're not in
Dinnerzard
it just for
is
the
chronically ill. So
They
I'll
all said
let
that
it slide this
contributing
time.
to a lively festival atmosphere is more
But
important
sometimes it would be a character
especially
like
since we don't often
Jean
celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanaga's
or like
birthday.
Kazuha, and I'm like, bro, why are we walking?
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff. Aw, Paimon's a little disappointed.
But you eat slime. Like, what is that made out of?
What's the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another SABZERUZ festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukashava mushrooms, Nilopala lotuses, Sumeru roses, Sunsetias, Kapalatas, Hara fruits, and Zaytun peaches.
So,
Oh.
the SABZERUZ festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to be a vegetarian.
No. 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 Turn back on. Please. Dang, my computer must not like vegetarians, I guess. It's not like I have a deadline or anything. Okay, just turn it off. Just turn it off. I don't give a fork. You might be wondering, what are you doing in Fontaine? So I was doing my my commission since Genshin just stopped working yesterday because my Wi-Fi was being stupid. I was like, you know what, let me just record something else. So I recorded Bad Parenting instead yesterday. And once the Wi-Fi came back on, I just decided not to record because, you know, it kind of put a damper on my mood. And also Bad Parenting, low-key, was a heavy game. And so I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me just do my commissions real quick. As I was doing my commissions, the dialogue kept continuing for the Archon quest. And I don't know if that dialogue was important. So hopefully it restarts itself so that we can get that dialogue, because it might have been important. But I don't know. I mean, it was like talking about festival stuff, so it might not be that important, but... And like, it was like still doing the cutscene as I was in Fontaine crafting the condensed resin. It was still like doing the dialogue and stuff. Hopefully it starts over. By the way, I'm gonna be eating because I didn't eat at work today because I had a coffee. And you know what that means. I was pooping the whole shift. Let's get this party started.
Let's rest here for a bit.
No, Jalonin. We have no time to rest. We have to go to Sumeru City to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
Oh, right. He's doing like a divination thing.
Is it? It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means...
And he doesn't know what he's doing.
Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Okay.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Quite literally.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
They say the SABZERUZ festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Throw liquor?
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
Are they?
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilou's dance of SABZERUZ would be just as impressive.
SABZERUZ. Is that the Night of Flowers? Why do I know that? Why do I know that information? Oh, he was from an event.
Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat.
Paimon, that's so rude.
Hey, it's Dunyarzad! Wow!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the SABZERUZ festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
Aww.
The hallowed Night of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Is he an actual knight? Sorry, I keep putting the cursor in the way.
In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious SABZERUZ festival. All right, little soldiers. Take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris! Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another SABZERUZ festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one. Don't these boxes all look the same?
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni kabuto is a little spicier than lizard tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the sunsetia flavor.
Well, I'm a lavender melon. I doubt I'll be able to get the exact flavor you want.
It's all right. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your intuition.
Great.
So much pressure.
These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
3. 3.
Attention! That's unfortunately lavender melon.
I mean, that's the one I wanted.
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck. But looks like Paimon was wrong.
The
Bro, shut
sunsetia
up.
flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival. So please, take both boxes.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies.
It's Night of Flowers, not Night of Candies.
Paimon
You're
really
gonna
wilted
put
the
a curse on
carriage
us?
this night of flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Bro, Paimon is a
actually,
brat.
I just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here, can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the SABZERUZ festival.
How embarrassing.
We're too late. Who knew the little
It's the
lady was such
Eremites.
an early riser?
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Boss, isn't that her?
What do they want with her?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any good.
Who are
Dea?
you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of
Get you
kidnappers.
back.
Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad.
Wait, who are the Homayanis? We'll be
Hey,
fine.
did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
Period, Dea.
You're
So the Homayanis is her parents.
Dea the
I don't know if I knew
Flaming.
that before.
No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Unruly.
Don't
Oh,
speak so disrespectfully.
that was kind of rude.
My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
A bunch of scumbags.
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't get too cocky.
Please. You guys are like D-tier villains.
Traveler, take
No
Miss
one will take you
Dunyarzad to a safe
seriously.
location.
Yes, ma'am?
No, we're gonna stay and
Oh.
help. There's too many of them.
I love how Paimon says we, but we've never seen her throw a single punch, ever. We can't guarantee anyone's safety here. Dea's top priority is... Wait, Dea? Is it Dea or Dea? Top priority is her employer's safety.
You're right. All right, fine.
Please be careful, Dea.
Dea.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the floor with them, I'll go find you all.
Please don't embarrass us, Dea. Like, don't lose. Wait, what? Wait, why is there a time limit? Oh, dang. I think we could have walked. Dang. Are you okay?
Are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too much.
You sure you're okay?
Is Lumen not strong enough to carry her?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
Don't worry, she's tough.
Yeah, don't worry.
She'll be fine.
My lady, traveler, found ya.
See, she's fine.
Yeah, you took care of them so fast.
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
No, I just checked.
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine.
Just fine.
It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
It was only a good sword.
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
They don't pay you enough?
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Dang.
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry. I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Aww.
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
Aww.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Man, we need to get her to a hospital or something. She's about to pass out.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest? I'll look around the area to make sure we're safe from an ambush.
No problem.
Truly. I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
Don't apologize. You done nothing wrong. Junior's are somewhere nearby and rest. Are we gonna run there again? How much energy you got left in you, Junior Zard?
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go.
Dia's expression just now, when she mentioned your condition. Just how serious is your illness?
I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Oh, she took off her bandages too. Elazar? Because I could have sworn she had bandages on before.
Can't believe it's Elazar.
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
Environmental therapy?
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer. However, I know I will one day succumb to this.
Dang, so she just accepts that she's gonna die one day. Sad.
Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
Junior Zard, she's kind of like an NPC, but they're giving her so much complexity and personality to her that they could not do with Teppei. I know I talk about Teppei like all the time when it comes to NPCs and stuff, but I just felt like with his story, they could not build that sympathy for him, in my opinion, and they didn't really make his story like, it didn't really make me feel much. Like, you know, I have like that basic level of empathy for him, but when it came for like really understanding him and his motivations, even though he was constantly saying, yeah, I want to make a difference, I want to make a difference, it didn't really hit the same way it does with Junior Zard. Because with her, you're kind of like defending her, and I think what really helps is that she also has Dia as an outside person who deeply cares for Junior Zard. It's like hard to like a character if there aren't other characters within that world that doesn't also like that person. And Teppei didn't really have a person like that. Like, you could say Kokomi, but the way Kokomi gave Teppei assignments was kind of like, all right, just do this thing, please, so you can get out of my face. And Junior Zard, she's like, you're more empathetic with her because of the context we know of her illness with Kale, having Elazar as well. Also, she serves like a big importance to the story itself. Like, bigger than she probably even knows because of her connection with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Teppei didn't really have an important role. Like, he was kind of a plot point in terms of introducing what delusions are and being a victim to it, but the way it was executed was not well done, in my opinion. And we know that Inazuma is like notorious for that, but what Inazuma makes up for is character design, in my opinion. Now, it is sexualized, I will say that, but Inazuma really has like the best character designs. But yeah, I really love Junior Zard's role in the story because I actually care about her. I like caring about characters. Sometimes I can't care about every single character, but at the very least I can find them interesting enough and see why they're in the story. But y'all know how I feel about Teppei. I feel like it was just unnecessary. I feel like his role should have been filled by Yomiya instead, because Yomiya was definitely way more sympathetic, I think, and could have been a more interesting path to take in terms of like introducing delusions, because we care about Yomiya and, you know, we work with her, so that it should have been her, honestly. I mean, I don't want her to feel the effects of delusions, but I'm saying that it would have been more interesting if it was her that had a delusion. All right, yes, I'll remember you. Don't say that. You still have happy times yet to come.
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you. No, even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
Oh, my bad.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. This is out of character for me. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step.
You're the one who has remained resolute in the face of your illness. You're already so strong for never giving up.
Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Right.
Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Huh? Almost time for what?
Isn't the dance of SABZERUZ about to begin? It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most. Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. and the SABZERUZ festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings. And with that, my wish will also...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage!
Yeah, we should still make it in time.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
I mean, it's not like you were ever gonna approve
Someone's
it.
yelling at Milu!
Yelling at her?
I just saw the Academia's Grand
Oh,
Sage.
heck no.
Why is he here in person?
But
The
the dance of
Grand
SABZERUZ is
Sage?
one of the key parts of the SABZERUZ festival. If we can't perform it...
The SABZERUZ festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event.
Why?
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer.
Oh no.
The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the SABZERUZ festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them.
The SABZERUZ festival, if you guys remember, it was a holiday that celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. But now the festival is for Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. And the reason why the Academia doesn't celebrate it is because it's kind of like confirmation that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is dead. Which, like, you know, I get that. They're probably still in mourning, even though she died 500 years ago. Get over it. Lesser Lord Kusanali is Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's successor. So you would think that they would still show respect to the successor of an Archon that they respected so highly. It's just like strange to me that they just wouldn't do that for Lesser Lord Kusanali. Like, what reason do they have to not support her? It's kind of weird. Don't go, they have the final say in all of this. If we force their hand too much, the situation may get ugly. I mean, we can just kill them all, can't we? I mean, I don't see the problem with doing that.
This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right. Things would only get worse.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason?
Bro, if it wasn't for art, you wouldn't have any kind of architecture. You wouldn't have these curtains. You wouldn't have a stage. You wouldn't have marketplaces. You wouldn't have buildings. There are just so many stuff that you wouldn't have if not for art. Now for dance, I can't really defend that. But like, dance is an expression of your emotions. It's to express joy and sorrow and stuff. It's a creative outlet. I mean, like, no wonder the Academia is so depressed, because they despise art for no reason, when art is probably the most important medium out there.
Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all
More like a
scholars who sought
dystopia.
validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance
Exactly.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore.
I truly hate him. He's been on screen for like 5 seconds, had like 2 or 3 lines. I already hate him. How are you just going to deny that fact that even Greater Lord Rukkhadevata enjoyed the arts? They truly are hypocrites. The pinnacle of hypocrisy. They say that they want everyone to have access to all of this knowledge. Everyone should wear the Akasha so you can know these things. Just think it and you'll know it. But then they restrict access to everyone. You can't learn anything about Lesser Lord Kusanali, only about Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. How are you just gonna say, like, you can do one thing, but also no, you can't? It truly is like the government in real life, huh?
When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbha day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The SABZERUZ festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Like, why do they despise her so much?
Are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now? The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance. Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere on the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to investigate the organizers. If we were caught...
Man, Nilu's a little
Nilu,
rebel, huh?
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of SABZERUZ so much. And I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough.
Aww.
It would be too
selfless.
risky to continue
I'll
the
be pissed
SABZERUZ
off.
festival at this
Like, what do you
point.
mean I can't watch her
I don't want to
dance?
get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next SABZERUZ festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
If she makes it that long.
The next one.
Yeah, like, she could
Yes.
die tomorrow for all we
Okay.
know.
It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
Yeah, she'll be there in spirit. Oh, gosh.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It's weird that doing something that is natural is considered an act of rebellion. Is there anything else we can do?
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
Dang.
Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
And we're going to, bro. We're gonna make it happen somehow. The SABZERUZ festival was forced to come to an unfortunately abrupt end. Dang.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next SABZERUZ festival a success, but Dunyarzad is running out of time.
I'm sure she knows that very well.
Yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible.
Hello?
The project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
So we're in a simulation. Got it.
We're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dunyarzad right away!
Oh, okay, Paimon, why are you yelling at me?
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure!
Yeah, she seems off.
Traveler, why are you just standing there? Let's get going!
Yes, I love to walk.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
They're all plants! Oh,
Yeah, we've done
Paimon's
this
a little
before.
disappointed. Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's one of the SABZERUZ festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendroarchon.
Okay, now the first time I didn't catch that. So is this 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendroarchon? Oh, can you say them again? Wait, starting from just now. The remnants appear to be in the
form of the moon.
Oh, now we're in the divination
Really?
stall.
Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Illusions and
Is he
lies.
really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies.
See, I pay attention.
But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
I feel like I've heard this before.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
Okay, like, I know it's like, time is repeating itself.
So,
but Dinozar doesn't seem the same as she did the first time. She seems like more tired. Okay, to the Night of Flowers. It's Nahida's theme.
All right, soldiers. Now that
Oh,
you
we
have
gotta
your
pick number
Yalda
3.
candies, don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed.
Yes, Knight Ferris!
I'm glad that they're not doing like the whole cutscene from each stall.
What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another SABZERUZ festival icon and one immensely popular with children.
Does she not seem more tired
sponsorship
and like
the children
like
can
less
meet the Night of
energy and
Flowers.
stuff? It's
Oh,
like how
do
she
you
was
want some
towards the
Yalda
end of the
candies?
chapter.
I happen to have some boxes ready here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
What's to pick? Don't these boxes all look the same?
It's not that.
Yeah, let's just get to the
And there's
picking.
also
number 3. It's definitely. Oh wait, no. It's number. I picked number 3 the last time. It was number 2 or number 4.
Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
That looks really good though.
Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right!
That just now. I don't think that was luck. I don't know why, but I knew it must have been number 4. I mean, what would have happened if I didn't choose that one?
How's that possible? It's obviously random.
Why do I keep having this sense of deja vu?
Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
I'm sorry, Junior Zard, but I need to leave for a moment.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that?
Yeah, I gotta think. The flavor of deja vu, let's go. You experienced deja vu for the first time. Yeah, dang, you gotta go all the way to the tavern? We're just gonna leave Junior Zard unattended? With the Eremites walking around?
Feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've...
Yes.
In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on us, isn't it? So why'd you run here in such a hurry?
I want to do something I normally never would.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat?
1 charcoal baked ajlanak cake.
Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you've got good taste. I'll give this order to the kitchen.
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake? Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all?
Wow, it's so rude.
Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this.
Dang, that came out fast.
That thing? Are you really gonna eat it? Isn't this going a bit too far?
Here goes.
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful.
No, it actually tasted really good.
Then, you mean...
This flavor, I've definitely eaten this before.
That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked!
Oh my, this is so
would
mean.
Would this be a case of taste bud deja vu?
I couldn't get rid of it after all. Looks like I tried this before.
Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars.
Huh. So this is not even like the second
we go out
loop.
again
This is like
and try something
probably
else.
number 15.
Hey, Dinyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dinyarzad. We meet again. Why are you sitting here all by yourself?
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue. I started to feel unwell after that, so I sat down here.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
Oh, she got hurt anyway.
Whew. That's a big relief. But, Dunyarzad, you seem a little down today. It's the SABZERUZ
That's what I was saying.
and you've been looking forward to it so much.
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
See, like why is she so depressed today?
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
I'm so sorry for leaving you behind earlier.
It really is fine. I don't mind.
I've just experienced a number of strange events. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary? She definitely hasn't.
Huh? Did something happen?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
What's wrong with you today?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
Nilou's Dance of SABZERUZ is about to begin. Let's go.
Oh, I got free queso. There's a joke in there somewhere. But it'll probably be too cheesy.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not... When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will publicly announce it later through the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The SABZERUZ Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. Didn't the Grand Sage say that he might investigate the organizers?
True, but... well, okay. I'll just have to try again next year.
The next festival. I probably won't be around by then.
Wait.
Dang.
What did you just say?
She just like outright said it.
Nothing. I'll be heading back to rest. Thank you for your help, everyone.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
It's a real shame.
Did Dunyarzad already go back? We should also return and get some sleep. So, in the end, you still couldn't figure out what that deja vu feeling was all about? Maybe it really was because of exhaustion.
I hadn't thought about it, but my head does feel very heavy.
Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about it halfway through the day. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Beep.
Observing a modest drop in the output of Jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Jnana energy.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
There's like a breach or something. Finish another chapter? Ooh, it was glitching again.
I feel so tired after so much sleep. should go
Dang,
meet
imagine
Dunyarzad
being in
right
a
away.
time loop where you just like never get any rest. I mean, for some of y'all, that's probably like a daily thing that you just go through.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Wait, she seems even worse.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Bro, every time we do a loop, she gets more and more tired. We're also getting more tired, I think, because Paimon was like, how is it that we've rested for so long, but it feels like we didn't sleep or something like that. But it's gonna have more of an effect on Dunyarzad because of her condition. So like, if we do this too many times, she might end up not being in a loop because she would have died.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
This feels all too familiar. I wonder, like, okay, so she must forget about the loop every time she does it. Okay, just skip everything that we
It's all
do at
thanks
the
to Miss
stalls.
Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the SABZERUZ
Nice.
festival.
Lumina's so over this.
Oh,
Number 4.
Are you interested in Yalda candies? I have some boxes of candy here. Pick whichever one you want.
Pick number 3, my lord.
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
They all say number 4. But which number 4 should we choose? Number 4, number 4.
Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck.
Number 1 is Lizard Tail. Number 2 is Horror Fruit. Number 3 is Lavender Melon. Number 5 is Onikabuto.
Paimon's not really interested in the other flavors.
Ah, wait. How did you know? Don't tell me that you already knew which flavor was in each box.
What? She was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't have known beforehand. Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind of magic trick? This is way too freaky.
Tell us what's going on. Since when did you get superpowers?
I mean,
Traveler?
she could have used Elemental Sight, right? Just now that was, I missed
where
it.
are you going?
Whatever that was, I didn't see. I love time-related stuff in media. It's one of my favorite things.
Dunyarzad is out
And
letting you know
radios,
it's kinda
for some
rude,
reason.
you know.
I love anything related to radios. Alhaitham? Naida! Get back here, you little brat! Get us out of this time loop! Get back over here! Come here! There she is. I won't let you get away with this. Come here! Get over here, child!
What are you looking for? Why did we come here? Traveler?
Over there. A bird in a cage.
That's...
That escaped? We love symbolism. Nahida. There she goes. There she goes again. Oh, there she is. Our little Patty Star. Hey.
Look!
Dunyarzad.
That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad?
What? She was still with us just a moment ago.
What's happening here? Why are there 2 Dunyarzad's?
You already know that this isn't your first SABZERUZ festival, don't you?
Alert.
I'm sure you already know how to use this.
Canned knowledge.
A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? What's inside?
You should use it too, Paimon.
You know Paimon?
Let's use it together, Paimon.
Well, this seems kinda sketchy, but Paimon feels like this is what we should do. What the?
I missed it. I'm sorry. Memories. So many days with the memories.
It's our 20th time at the SABZERUZ.
20th time?
Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the SABZERUZ
And y'all
festival?
still can't figure out how to break
Have
the
we been
cycle?
trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized.
Hey guys, honest question. What would be an embarrassing amount of time to be in a time loop before you finally break it? 30 is pretty high. 40 is really high.
What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember.
But that was a unique
This
knowledge
isn't
capsule,
the first
though.
time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
Nahida said, I am not repeating myself again. I already did it like 40 times.
It's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way. What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the 2 of us?
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you 2 received the blessing of Dendro. And you also have special, sensitive constitutions.
Wait, whoa. You 2 received the blessing of Dendro? How does Paimon have the blessing of Dendro?
It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness.
Paimon is such a mystery, bro. Like, do y'all trust Paimon? What's wrong with Dunyarzad over there?
A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that.
Nahida
As you can
is
see,
so
she
sick
isn't
of this.
doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met.
Oh, okay.
That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left.
What I need to do right now is break out of the cycle.
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
I know. You introduced yourself before.
Good. You passed the test.
Let's go.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Please don't tell Paimon even you don't know.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside the one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that.
But if we're gonna find out the truth anyway, why can't you just tell us now?
I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each SABZERUZ festival.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her.
And also, even though Nahida might be right that telling us the truth right now would blow our minds to such a point that we might not recover, time is an important factor right here. If we do a few more loops or just like one too many loops, Dunyarzad could die. So, I mean, I feel like at that point, Nahida should probably tell us, despite what might happen to our minds, like melting our minds. I don't know. That's just me. I mean, she's the Archon for a reason, so what do I know?
But as things are right now, She's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall.
Dang.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
That wasn't a weird analogy.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
We definitely don't have enough clues. Let me collect my thoughts. Please don't be that minigame.
We've already experienced the SABZERUZ festival many times. And the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
That's Lumen actually talking. I thought it was Dunyarzad for a second. And I was like, why is Dunyarzad narrating? But it's because it's so rare to hear Lumen's voice, and when she does talk, you don't really recognize her voice.
Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more?
Why don't they have Lumen voice act more? Like, why don't they have her voice actor talk more?
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
For sure.
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
And then the beginning of the loops, we would hear, like, I'm assuming people from the academia talking. They said something about jhana energy and like power. And there has to be like some kind of anomaly that they see, or some kind of like breach that they're trying to find the location of, or the cause of. Associate. We've been doing this over and over, so the fatigue. Okay, let's do this. Okay, time loop. Interpret.
That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day.
Right. Nahida told us that.
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity.
Is this not a time loop?
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. It feels like time's just repeating itself.
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's not like we're in a rush or anything. We have all the time in the world, I guess.
The SABZERUZ festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends.
Wait, we have to do it today? Now? Now time is of the essence? Dang, I was about to
Think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the SABZERUZ festival. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. The truth.
See, after this, I would never want to go to a SABZERUZ festival ever again.
So, we must have missed something, right? Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more productive than sitting here and scratching our head.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
So we're
Feeling
uncultured?
a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday.
Have you felt anything strange lately?
Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this?
Yeah, I was about to
Are you
say,
two
like, what kind of
daydreaming?
question is that?
Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru?
Oh,
Go
right.
somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
Wow, you're so cool because you can't dream.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming?
If it's not a time loop, it's not a dream. Like what? The only thing I can think of is like a simulation from the academia. Because they said that, yes, it has to be like some kind of simulation. Because what is it that everyone shares that they would all share this hallucination? An akasha. So like the academia is like keeping people in this loop, which is why they keep getting more and more tired, because it's not as if they're like going back in time. They're like am I explaining it right? But it's not like they can go back in time and just start everything from the beginning, because if they did it that way, then, you know, everyone would have the same level of energy. They wouldn't feel like tired. But because they're basically continuing the timeline, but starting over everyone's routines. So people are still like aging and being tired and stuff, especially like Dunyarzad. She's not used to leaving her house every single day and going out on the street and walking around all day. So it's no wonder that she keeps feeling tired, because she's like staying in this routine of constantly leaving the house, because it's not actually a time loop. That would be crazy if that's what it is.
True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking around.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person?
He probably wouldn't know either, because he can't even do like the simple task of like a simple reading. We actually did run into a situation.
Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
Right.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
Help you better understand it? Well, that isn't exactly what I excel at.
So, you're admitting
Why do
that
you even
don't
have this stall open?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
We're all trapped in a day of the SABZERUZ festival.
Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
You literally do divination.
I knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just fortune-telling. It's no good for practical problems.
Dang, how you don't have to say that in front of him.
Made any progress. Who else can we talk to?
Let's try talking to Dia
Emma
again.
remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again?
Let's try taking her to see the real Dunyarzad.
Yeah. If we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously. At this time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers. Let's go find her.
You experienced deja vu for the first time.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler. You came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
Because we've done this 40 times already. Dia's claymore People from Sumeru do not dream. Oh wait, like this is her claymore.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon.
Submit conclusion.
Tell her, Traveler!
You got injured because aren't you used to your current greatsword? You sold your greatsword. Yeah, that would be like way more.
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
Alright, so this is the situation.
Like, we've been in a time loop for the past who knows how long.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me.
Then...
First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
Paimon at one point said, how long have we been in this loop? 30 or 40 times? And at the start of each loop, they always wake up. That means they've probably been in Sumeru for like a month. Over a month. That's crazy. Haven't you noticed something off about Dunyarzad?
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and really gloomy.
She's like getting more and more depressed. Oh, I keep forgetting. I don't have auto on.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
At first?
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry?
Come with me. I'll show you some evidence.
All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe here.
Let's do it.
Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
Please tell me you can see her.
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Huh?
Great.
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wait, she can see her? Hold up.
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Wait, how does she know that?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a
Bro,
coma.
their connection is so strong.
How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? The SABZERUZ festival has been repeating itself.
You begin discussing the issue with Dia, who finally
you think
understands
the
the situation.
sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the SABZERUZ festival as a sick joke.
That may be right.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this.
Yeah.
Maybe there's more
why?
to the Akasha than we know.
Nahida, can you tell us anything about the Akasha?
Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis
Limited
can do
knowledge.
That? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
Yep, like
So,
Nahida said.
this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, The Akasha?
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait.
What's up?
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
Doubt it. Well, how about we ask her? Because she's right there. Most information in the Akasha comes from Irminsul.
Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
Okay, so the academia is trying to take knowledge from people. Like, what would they want? The Akasha is constantly gathering information from whoever is wearing the Akasha, which is like scary, first of all. And it gives it to people. Like the Akasha, it's like mini Irminsuls on everyone's heads.
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
And we can't really ask the Akasha about it. Because then there's going to be like an error message, or it's going to alert the sages of what we're trying to think.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain.
Oh my gosh, that is so true. Wow.
This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, but everyone else would still be stuck in the loop, wouldn't they? It's worth a shot.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
Dia, no one would believe you. Everyone removes their Akasha terminals.
How does everyone feel?
Actually, I also noticed something else.
Huh? What is it?
I feel like at the end of every day, there is always the sound of a beep.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
I heard the same sound in Port Ormos.
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear that?
Is that the sound of it, like, resetting?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head.
Oh.
We took off our Akasha terminals.
Dang it, now we're gonna have to explain it again to Dia. How are we still in the simulation?
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
Not casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
I mean, if this time loop is giving us rewards, I don't mind it. Alright, we're going through the loop again. Oh, she's smiling this time. Okay, where are we now?
Paimon remembers everything!
Okay, good. Oh!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
I wonder if they remember because they took off their Akasha. At the end of last night.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that?
We've been implanted with another form of the terminals. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, did they just like put a chip in our brain? We failed at severing our connections with them.
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab
Great
rats,
analogy.
then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
But wasn't the moon representing illusions and lies? What are you saying, Nahida? Are you about to betray us?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help
Speaking
you
of
get
traitors,
closer to
wasn't
the
I
truth.
heaven?
So you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Oh. Thank you, Genshin. Thank you, because I did not want to have to walk all the way over there. And now Dia knows everything that happened.
There
We
you
don't
are.
have to explain
I've
it
already
again.
taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Hold on, something's not right.
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
No scratch.
You didn't get hurt this time.
She's like, this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Probably because she took off the Akasha too, so she knew whatever move injured her was going to happen. Aren't you still getting used to your new greatsword? Your unfamiliarity usually lands you some scratches.
Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
During your battle, did you feel anything strange?
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
Like muscle memory.
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think?
Could it be because we removed our Akasha terminals?
Yeah! Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
Hey guys, take it off now. Is it possible that we have already broken free? I mean, we're not free just yet, but I'm wondering, like, how did the Akashas come back on?
Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
We'll know for sure at the end of the day.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
Dunyarzad, please don't
So you
pass
want
out.
us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
No.
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
No, I'm not leaving after that. I will ask them a few more questions. Okay, anyway. Like, if they know about the time loops and that it's affecting Dunyarzad, like, once they're fully aware of that, I wouldn't have Dunyarzad walking around anymore. I would probably have her sitting on the bench or say, hey, this is going to sound weird, but we're currently in a samsara and we're trying to save your life. So please go home and rest so that we can, you know, put off the inevitable of you dying. You know, these two, they just don't think. If I were in Genshin, half of the stuff that happened would never happen. Not with me in there. Why are y'all still, like, letting her walk around the marketplace? Why aren't y'all having her sit down?
Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
No.
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless SABZERUZ festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago.
Alright, we're gonna go get some rest.
Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the SABZERUZ festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
And also take off the Akasha.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
Continue the harvest. They are like taking stuff out. Imagine like all the stuff they're taking out of Lumen's brain. If they keep access it. As expected, it's not as simple as we thought.
Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the samsara? Why did you tell us?
Because then we wouldn't have rested.
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon thought the Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
Y'all are one to talk. Y'all became Kale's friend like the first 10 minutes y'all met her.
Still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
So she's willing to be like really patient with them because they're like the only ones who have ever spoken to her.
That's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
The time loop theory is indeed incorrect.
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
Dia's fighting skills have been improving. Dunyarzad's illness has also gotten worse.
Oh yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical condition should also reset.
Exactly.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
Bodily memories.
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. And Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later samsara cycles.
Oh, we got it associated with something. Memories are deleted every day.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive that same day again and again.
Wait, if all of our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly... Yeah, right. Are we right this time, Nahida? Oh, she said, we aren't in a time loop. Instead, our memories are being erased at the end of each day.
Oh, then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories.
Oh, that's what the beep is for? Okay. Because, like, I knew it was, like, resetting, but I didn't know, like, what it's resetting. Oh, you know something Dia said? It was, like, you can read all about battle tactics, but you won't really know how to fight unless you're in battle, unless you experience that for yourself. So the academia could be like memorizing Dia's moves and trying to compile that in like a knowledge capsule or whatever, so that you wouldn't have to gain experience, like first-hand experience, in order to fight. You would just need the battle tactic stuff that they collected from Dia. Like, that's just like one thing, because this whole thing is not happening because they want Dia's her swag. I don't know.
That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the SABZERUZ festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before. But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
A brilliant deduction.
But are we right? Or are we missing something?
Tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all!
Okay, so we're kind of right, but not really. Like, we're on the right track.
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Okay, Nahida, we figured out enough. At this point, I think you could tell us.
Let's go!
This is me talking to my favorite Archon.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
We don't actually need to explain everything.
Oh, that works!
You suddenly became proficient with your greatsword because we've lived through this same day many times already, and our memories of the day are erased every night.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Don't think too hard about it.
Why didn't we, like, tell Dia to take off her Akasha like the last two loops?
You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this greatsword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Guys, do we really need to hear all of this again?
And I'd have to disagree.
Oh? Why
If we've actually... Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Okay, we actually missed something important. Because I'm like, we don't need to hear this dialogue again. Okay, Dia said... Oh wait, actually we can play it back.
If we've actually been reliving the SABZERUZ festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used? The money we spent, the food we ate?
True.
Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Dia is so smart. Why wasn't she the Pyro Archon? But if the sages were behind this, if they utilized the entire city's resources as well as information supplied by the Akasha.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything!
But that is just
not
like...
very likely, but it's also not impossible.
That's just like a waste of resources.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Dunyarzad's about to pass out, bro. Like, what kind of proof would she have if she didn't know that this kind of thing was going on?
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions.
Which would be like,
I'm
take
a professional
lot of work.
fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The Force angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they used some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
Dia is so smart, bro. She is so freaking smart. I love her. Simple as that, I love her. That makes sense. It seems we'll have to abandon this theory.
Whew. Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain-exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one.
Dunyarzad is like...
Is our memory deletion theory also wrong?
Dunyarzad, right now, she's like such an empty shell now. She didn't even talk that whole time either. She's just kind of like walking around like a mindless zombie. It's so sad.
But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
We're not in a time loop. We're not in the real world.
Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now?
I suddenly realized that something is strange. I mean, all of this is strange, Lumen.
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
How come we've never thought about leaving the city?
Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution. Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired?
It is really strange. We should have thought of this a long time ago.
How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
Bro, she's gonna be like,
You've left the city 15 times already. Can you please think of something else new to do?
I don't think Nahida's helping enough, honestly. She could tell us a little bit more.
Nahida, we're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
Wait, then, could we be dreaming then? Because people in Sumeru, they don't dream. I'm thinking, hold on. Like, okay, just stay with me here, okay? Say that we're all in one dream, right? That would explain why our resources are endless, right? Because they wouldn't have to replenish those resources if we're in a dream. They can just like make those things reappear. And like they probably like collected data to see like how much money each person has and what foods they ate that day, so that they end up doing it over and over. But the thing is, people in Sumeru, they don't dream. But with the Akasha, they could do that because we're not in the real world. Maybe that's like why people in Sumeru don't dream, you know? Because the academia used dreams for something else. So they wouldn't want people to dream. Like maybe all this time, like it's this very reason why people don't dream, because the academia is like taking their dreams. Bro, imagine. Like that's why people like don't dream, because the academia is like preventing them from dreaming because they want to take more information out of them. And Dunyarzad is sleeping right now. Guys, it's just theory. A game theory. But the thing is, this might completely just destroy my whole theory, because if we end up leaving the city and things are normal, then it probably isn't a dream. Because like, how will we wake up? Whatever. What will happen if we try to leave the city? I wanted to take a break, but now I'm like really invested.
Your plans to do that twice before.
Oh, did we? Okay.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
But maybe this is the key.
Yep, something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
It's reset.
Our memories are back!
Let's go and try to leave the city today.
About that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
Paimon, what do you mean?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
Another message? From who?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Oh, okay.
Can't
I don't
go
know
back.
why I got
There are
jumpscared.
countless spaces here. Our SABZERUZ festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our SABZERUZ festival in Sumeru City. Maybe it's like all of Sumeru that they're doing this to. But how would they be able to do that? Because people outside of the city don't have an Akasha. This is my own voice.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
2 days ago.
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday.
Let's go and try to leave the city today.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so this is a flashback. This is just like one mass experiment, bro.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I
And
have a
then
real emergency.
after that tomorrow, and after that tomorrow, and after that tomorrow.
If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
Wow, rude.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either.
Then
we
put
just
out a
received an
sign
order
so
that no
people
one
can
is
stop
allowed to
asking
enter
you.
or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
Of course the Academia wouldn't share their plans with a pawn.
Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry!
Paimon, stay here.
Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
Leaving the city might trigger disruptions to our memories. We need someone to stay and witness events from this side.
But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you.
You never help me anyway, Paimon.
Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together.
If we leave together, it will just be the same as before. Paimon, stop whining.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you.
The girl, like, grow a
Promise
backbone.
Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look.
Okay, okay.
And please, be careful. Memories!
Let's go and try to leave the city today. Did we not just do this? Girl, get off me. What's wrong?
Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared.
Oh.
Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall, and you never
Okay, she's valid for crying.
You
what did I promise?
Paimon, calm down. She's here now. I don't think she understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
Although I don't remember doing any of this. Still, sorry, Paimon. I won't leave you behind.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
So she doesn't even remember leaving the city.
Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
You sure that's what you saw? You weren't zoning out or anything?
No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this?
Yes, I don't even know that yesterday existed.
I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
So they didn't just restrict access to Sumeru City, they're also erasing the memories of those who leave.
It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way,
Like, what are they
we'll
doing?
also
Construction?
never discover what's outside.
If our memories will be erased, can we leave behind something other than memories?
Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Yep, now we're talking.
What can Nahida possibly be doing? Bro, we wasted like a whole day. Where were you?
I'm done.
Were you clubbing again?
Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now.
It's worth a try.
Let's go then. Let's expose those sages.
I still think you should stay.
All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it.
See you tomorrow, Paimon.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Traveler. That covers everything that's happened so far.
So that message was what I left for myself when I left the city?
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay. Now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our SABZERUZ festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty, except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Dang.
Why did the message end right there? What did the traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably
Nahida, tell
because
us.
yesterday it just happened to end at that moment.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Nahida,
right.
just tell us at this
Paimon
point.
did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Spaces without human presence.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence.
A lack of human presence. That just sounds ominous. The real world.
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic?
Mm-hmm. The space where we were yesterday.
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the SABZERUZ festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later
okay.
on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Yeah, like what?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
A secret, huh? Give me some time. I need to organize my thoughts.
Hey, where are you going?
Speak to us, Lumen. Organize your thoughts on the familiar bench in the city. Oh, okay. We gotta go all the way over there just to think. Come on, Lumen. There's a bed right there.
Do you want some alone time to think? All right then, Paimon won't disturb you.
Okay, go away now. Fly away. Let me think. I must collect my thoughts. She's gonna take the whole day to think. Lumen, come on. And Paimon just watched her the whole
SABZERUZ is
time.
about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
The dance of the SABZERUZ. It's that time already.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Like sitting on this
Okay,
bench
then.
for
See
5
you
more
later.
hours.
Have you figured it out
Dang,
yet,
it's so
Traveler?
sad that Dunyarzad
Time
is just
ticking
like going
away.
about her routine and she just doesn't feel any joy at all. I think I know the answer now.
Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida.
Okay, let's go meet up with Nahida. Like, I want to know. Like, what's going on? I wonder if they'll, like, let us leave.
Hey, stop right there! No one is allowed to enter or leave Sumeru City right now. Go away.
Whoa!
I want to see what would happen. And that merchant is still trying to leave.
You're back. I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your SABZERUZ exam and graduate from the festival?
Ask away, Miss Nahida.
Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Oh no. Okay, spaces without human presence.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence.
Dreams with no presence. Dreams with no human presence.
Those spaces remind me of dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia forest. Except these have no sign of human presence.
What does it mean by human presence? Like, has like no sign of like human thoughts? Is that what she means by human presence? Like the dreams weren't created by like humans with aspirations and fears? Like, is that what she means by human presence?
People in Sumeru don't dream.
The truth behind dreams.
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
That's crazy.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
Oh, okay. The Akasha's operation requires a gnosis.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
Right. The Akasha is a manifestation of the God of
It
Wisdom's
is the
power.
manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
Okay, Nahida, are you just going to repeat everything I say? It compiles the wisdom... It compiles the wisdom... It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
And it grants knowledge to the people.
And it grants knowledge to the people.
If the academia is stealing people's dreams, it will make sense that the dreams don't have human presence because they took away people's aspirations that are attached to those dreams. And because the academia doesn't really believe in dreams and find them like nonsensical, of course, man, how do I want to explain this? It would explain why Lumen couldn't make sense that what she's seeing were dreams was because they were dreams artificially created by the academia. And since they don't dream, they don't really know what dreams are supposed to look like. So it just feels like torture because these people have never experienced what it means to truly dream. Like how you can't really fake that you love someone because that's just like a human thing to feel. So if there was like someone who has never loved before, it's gonna feel fake because they've never really experienced that. That's kind of like where my mind is going with that. So, because if there were like genuine dreams, there would be like more hope and more like intimacy with that. But there is just like a lack of human presence, which is like equal to the human experience and feeling emotions.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too.
The dream-controlling creatures? Who's that?
Is stealing everyone's dreams
Oh,
really
the
how the
Aranara.
Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Is there anything more to it than that? Please answer our question, Nahida.
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it.
LOL.
Karma remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick?
So maybe the academia wouldn't want people to pursue accessing Irminsul because with that, like if you're able to access it, then you're able to access your dreams. So it's like the academia wants you to pursue knowledge in academics, but only knowledge that they want you to have. They don't want you to seek out all knowledge. Bro, this is why the Sumeru quest is the best Archon quest, because like the story in this is so freaking good. I'm so glad that I like forgot all of this because it feels like I'm experiencing it for the first time, which I kind of am because the first time I played it I wasn't paying attention. So man, this is so good. This is such a good writing, bro. I love it.
The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Yes, and they don't intend to stop there.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The Grand Sage's speech, the appearance and disappearance of spaces, the Akasha sound. Let's just go in order.
Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared.
I know it's this one, but like I want to like hear all of them.
Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more?
Because like he's aware. He's probably aware of the samsara. So he's like, yeah, sure, go do it to your heart's content. We don't care. Mass production of dreams.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream.
So they can't even
Their
have their
disembodied
own
consciousness
dreams.
is placed inside the collective dream of the SABZERUZ festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha.
Whoa, hold on. So they're keeping them asleep, but also separating them from their own dream.
No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the SABZERUZ festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
And it makes sense why the people wouldn't question that something is going on, because they don't have the dreams from last night to prove that they actually went to sleep. So it's just like, it really is like any other day. Because dreams are evidence that you actually went to sleep. But without dreams, you wouldn't really know that you actually went to sleep.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Wait, hold up. Sorry, but this kind of reminds me of Monsters, Inc. The monsters, they're using the children's screams and their pure terror to power up their factory. And then even though they like changed it to children's joy instead to power the factory, and it actually turns out to be more powerful when you use joy, which like, you know, is such like a good message. But it's so funny that they're just using children to power their factory. Because like, isn't it low-key child labor?
Very
I never
good,
thought of it
Paimon.
that.
Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep
Oh my
we
gosh,
keep
my
hearing
headphones.
is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
All right, last question.
But they said that they heard it in their
Who am I?
heads. The moon. Lies. You're a lie, Nahida.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon...
Illusions.
Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions a hint that we're all dreaming? Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hinting at the sage's deception of Sumeru's people?
So you noticed.
You are Lesser Lord Kusanali.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention
right.
Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny, thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
I have a lot of questions for you, but this doesn't seem like a good time. Yeah,
yes,
for sure
those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
But how are we gonna break the samsara? Why couldn't you simply tell us the truth? Yeah, right.
You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense.
I mean, like, maybe it would have, like, blown our minds, but if time is of the essence and Dunyarzad doesn't have, like, a lot of it, I think you could have told us and, you know, we could, like, lose our minds for, like, a few days, but we would eventually get over it.
Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk.
Okay, I guess putting it that way makes sense. I love her analogies. It, like, makes it so simple to understand. But I guess, like, in a way, it's like, I don't know if y'all's parents do this, but my parents do this. Especially my dad. But when I go to wake him up, you know, like, just to say bye or hi or whatever, if I wake him up just, like, by shaking him, he would just be like... And it's always like the most dramatic thing. So I learned that I have to gently wake him up. It's like a well-known thing in the South. We do not turn our fans off. All year round, we have that fan on. No matter how cold it gets, we're gonna have that white noise blowing throughout the night. If you turn off our fan, we will wake up immediately. So I learned that instead of just, you know, shaking my dad to wake him up, I have to turn off the fan. And then he'll slowly wake up. So it makes sense that Nahida wouldn't just outright tell us the truth, because narratively, that would have been kind of like horrible writing. And even if she did tell us in the beginning, you would have to go through some hoops to actually have that kind of pacing make sense.
That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing.
Nahida is so patient. Because we've been in this loop about 173 times and she hasn't yelled at us once. How do the sages manage to keep people from noticing this?
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this SABZERUZ festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway.
That is true.
And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the SABZERUZ festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of deja vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the SABZERUZ festival samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
Wait, that means that Paimon also touched Irmin's soul at some point, because she can see the R&R too. About the side effects of a mass-produced dream.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so...
Dia is about to be yoked.
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate.
Right, like Dunyarzad, it's a miracle she's still alive.
Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with. Like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
Why is this dream about the SABZERUZ festival? Yeah, that's interesting. Why did they choose today of all days?
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
That is so funny. Nahida's like, you know what? I'm fine with doing like this mass harvesting of my own people. You know, it's fine that you're doing your experiments and you're stealing away all their dreams. But why'd you gotta do it on my birthday? Like, I know my birthday comes every year and, you know, we kind of been doing this for the past 500 years, but you have to do this on my birthday? When y'all never celebrate it? Like, come on, like the one time people are celebrating my birthday, now you want to do this mass experiment? I'd be annoyed too.
Even you don't know the reason? Wow, now that's strange.
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler,
how does Nahida
do you
know
have
that?
any information?
Well, she's the Archon. She would be like the first to know that something's up.
Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth
It
of
has
that
to be
god.
this.
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean?
Wait, what do they mean? What does that mean? No one's gonna explain it?
Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do,
This is unforgivable, is what she said. Well, it has to do with something with Nahida. Like, are they trying to erase her even more from the Akasha? Like, do they not even want her being mentioned? Like, they're gonna, like, redact her name or something? Is that what's going on?
After we end the SABZERUZ festival, Samsara, we have to look into them.
But I don't know what that would have to do with
The
dreams,
Academia
though.
do this behind their Archon's back! This is ridiculous!
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon?
Ooh.
Nahida's talking in riddles again.
That is such a good analogy, bro. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is the sun. And the moon only gets his light because it's reflected from the sun. Bro. So like Nahida's light is not even her own. It's just a reflection from the sun. It's too good. It's just too good. I love the analogies. I don't know why Paimon just dislikes them. I think they're good. Great, the day is starting over. But we remember everything now.
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Okay. What if she's not here? Oh, she's still here. And Junior's art is gone.
Wait, now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
Where is Junior's art? Is she dead?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way. Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Dang it! If we were just one day earlier. We were so close.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely.
Oh my gosh.
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream.
No.
So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
Oh my gosh.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real
It
Dunyarzad.
really is like just a puppet.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes.
What does that have to do with anything?
Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still...
It still meant a lot to her.
Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the SABZERUZ festival with so many regrets.
I feel like we haven't really seen an Archon that cared so deeply about their own people. Like, I know, like, Venti might be one. You know, maybe. Venti's, like, a close second. But, like, Nahida, even though, like, her own people hate her, like, the academia hates her, and, like, most of people of Sumeru don't know about her, not on their own, but she still cares so deeply about everyone. Because Zhongli, he kind of doesn't care. Zhongli has a moment where he kind of cares about his people, but he kind of left them. And I mean, in terms of like the Archon quest, because like I don't know like any of his lore. I don't know where y'all get the lore information from. I'm like so lost. Yeah, I don't think Zhongli has like ever like really done anything for his people except leave them when they needed him most, like the Avatar. And you know how the Shogun is with her people. So it's really like I feel like Nahida so far at the point where I'm at, Nahida has been like the only Archon that has shown like so much love for her people. Because Venti, I think in the Archon quest, he mostly focused on Dvalin, which like granted that's like his pet or whatever, except you know granting them freedom and all of that to live the way they want. But Nahida, most
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Dang.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the SABZERUZ festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them.
That's what I'm saying.
That
The
means
Akasha
this
is
dream
like
belongs to
AI,
a host who created
honestly. A host who created it. The Grand Sage, probably.
So, how should we find that person?
It's the Grand Sage. It's
Well,
the Grand Sage.
if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
But they probably have no imagination.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
Oh, okay. So it probably isn't someone from the academia then. So we find the host, then what?
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
Okay.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
True.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
What you mean?
Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far, only for Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her.
I don't think she's dead. I think she's fine. Once we break the samsara, I think we can save her. Because they wouldn't just like kill her off screen. That would be awful. Now, if we like slowly watched her die, then I'll probably be like, oh, we lost her. But I think she's fine. I just feel so demoralized. I don't. She's fine.
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake.
In her honor.
I was wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Unlikely. Who would they pick, though? Well, it can't be Dunyarzad, because, like, if her consciousness is dead, then we definitely would have woken up from the samsara, so it can't be her. I don't think it's Dia. Tainari isn't here. Kale isn't here. Not Dory. She's not important enough. Alhaitham? Maybe Alhaitham. He would probably volunteer for something like this. He's like, oh, we're doing an experiment? Cool. Can I be a part of it? I want to do some research. And no one in the academia would do it. Maybe they got a child or something. Knowing the plan, they probably become aware that they were dreaming. An unsuspecting host would be less likely to realize this is a dream.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
The Knight of Flowers? How did you come up with that?
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole SABZERUZ festival, right?
Oh, okay.
Pretty core character.
So I was wrong?
Let's go ask him some...
So I was completely wrong? Did it foreshadow that, guys? Because how did I miss that? I mean, if it was any of the NPCs, I would think it was maybe the divination guy? Divination? How do you pronounce that?
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you make a wish?
Imagine your wish coming true before your very eyes.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new SABZERUZ festival tradition or something?
You said you were going to participate in an experiment, didn't we?
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Aww. Sorry, but unfortunately we can't fulfill that wish.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Ferris Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is.
I'm sorry, but you don't deserve her. Shave off the mustache
When she placed
and
the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy SABZERUZ festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time.
And he probably will if we don't get out of this samsara.
Okay, yeah, that was a bit much.
It's weird.
Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing.
Wish for something else.
I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Back home you go.
I was like, what did he say? I was like, not the first F-bomb in Genshin.
Nice try, you two. Anyway, never
Maybe
mind.
because like what
I
he
don't need to
asked
see her
for was
appear
like
right in front of me.
unrealistic,
she's happy.
but also it's a dream, so it should have come true.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream
But if
after
everyone's
all.
sharing the dream and her
Should've
consciousness
expected
isn't
it
really
wouldn't be
there, then
this
he
easy.
can't really wish for that.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them has any idea that she...
Wait, maybe it's Nilu.
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers.
I'll teach them a lesson they won't forget. Oh, Lumen's ready to fight. Actually, we haven't fought anyone like this whole act. That's surprising.
Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
Yeah, Lumen's trying to take her anger out on somebody. Lumen's about to kill all of them.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take
Dunyarzad and leave.
Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you.
You're wasting your breath. Oh my gosh, Lumen, don't take your anger out on her.
Fine, all right. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup.
Oh yeah, shut up. I'm ready to fight too.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
I'm just angry at myself. Ooh, yes.
You and Nahida
I
both.
love seeing the remorse.
Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first SABZERUZ festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up?
Right, what was it?
She said it was because she had forgotten something.
Yes, I do remember that.
Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed
Should we
it out
check
to
out
us
what the
night-
item is?
Yeah. Even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle and... This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
And she's also dead, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
But how will we know what to look for? Paimon enters the room and returns a while later carrying something. Oh, she found it.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
Yeah. Let's read it. An elegantly written note. After almost 16 days, I was finally able to get these notes written before the SABZERUZ festival. Once the festival ends, you and Paimon will probably continue your journey immediately, so I was hoping that I'd be able to give this to you before that. This is a compilation of folk legends concerning Lesser Lord Kusanali, created from a series of interviews that I conducted in succession and wrote down. I interviewed so many people, but I'm afraid that there are very few who know much about her. Still, I hope that this will be of use to you in your search for her. Gandharvaville's water supply was once contaminated, forcing everyone to go very far out to get water. But one day, people suddenly found that the water was drinkable again, and some said that a green light was seen near the water source the previous night. Everyone believes that this was the divine power of Lesser Lord Kusanali at work. This sounds quite possible. The decontamination of water sources via natural means probably takes ages. Did Lesser Lord Kusanali appear in Gandharvaville then? After Mama passed away, I was super afraid of the dark and couldn't sleep. But from one day on, I would hear a voice that would chat with me till I fell asleep. A nice lady told me that Lesser Lord Kusanali must have been watching over me. Poor child. I hope that the SABZERUZ festival makes him a little happier. This is quite similar to something I experienced back then as well. She is indeed a gentle god. There was this one time when I'd had a wee bit too much to drink and couldn't find my way home to save my life. Then when I turned a corner, I could have sworn I saw Lesser Lord Kusanali. How would you know what she looks like? She was very tall and had the most muscular arms, and she caught me when I slipped and fell. The next morning, I found myself sleeping under a tree. I reckon that must have been her looking out for me. I'm not sure this one has that much value as a reference. That was probably just a tree, right? These folk records, appended with Dunyarzad's references and opinions, leave every page densely packed. I mean, this guy, he wasn't wrong. A god did save him, and it was Dia.
Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away.
She's so kind.
Even though she was also busy preparing for the SABZERUZ festival and had
like,
all her
it's no
health
wonder
problems
she's
to
so
worry about.
tired, because she did all of that.
She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the SABZERUZ festival, right?
This is only fueling Lumen's
If we
anger.
hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her.
Dunyarzad. See, bro, I'm feeling so much. Even though I know she's not dead. There's no way she is.
Hey! Where are you off to now?
Like, it was so funny in the Inazuma quest when Lumen was angry about Tepe dying. And I'm like, did you really care? Talk to Dunyarzad. Wait, what? Are we gonna try to, like, awaken her consciousness? I wonder, what if we're in her dream and she's dreaming that everyone loves her? Imagine. Hey, Bessie. You still in there?
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
I guess. I'll feel better if I say this out loud. Ooh, it's about to hit. Thank you.
Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Wait, maybe Catherine? Maybe we're in her dream? Wait, robots can't dream. Otherwise, that would mean she's deviant. But she was acting weird in the last episode. We're gonna save you, Queen.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilou's Dance of SABZERUZ.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Oh god, she's broken. Are you still there?
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Wait, maybe Nahida fixed it.
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Are you alive?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come...
Not leave behind any regrets.
What? Where are we going this time?
To watch the Dance of SABZERUZ. Oh! That is like the one thing that couldn't happen. That hasn't happened. Nilou never got to do her dance. That might be like the thing that will break it. Because the academia always stopped it. Because it definitely has to do with Nilou then, bro. Because if the academia is using Nilou, they would want her to stop her from achieving her dreams in reality and subconsciously. So they always stop her right before she's about to do her dance. Bro.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency.
Like, y'all aren't
I
tired of
advise
doing
that you
this every
exercise
single
tact.
day? We've been doing this for 3 months now.
How did things turn out like this?
Bestie, don't listen to them. We're gonna dance the night away. You and me. Well, maybe just because I don't know the dance.
Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler.
Traveler?
You heard right.
What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste. Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
Oh. They're not even here. They're just like puppets acting out their lines because they're filler too. It's kind of like how the Shogun, her puppet, couldn't really do anything unless it was given permission to do it. Part 1 of her story quest, her puppet was like pacing back and forth because it didn't know what to do because the Shogun had like taken away kind of her authority to act in her place. So the puppet was just like, what do I do? What am I supposed to do? Like, I'm thinking, but I don't know if I'm even allowed to think. Just like pacing back and forth in the throne room.
Oh, of course.
It's because like we're not following the script.
If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this.
Dang, they're even like lazy enough to not even like
So they're
be in the
just
samsara.
substitutes.
Dang. And people are like scared
What
enough
is
of them
this?
to not stand
What
up to them.
happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Hold on a moment. What's up with those flowers?
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice.
Wait.
Dunyarzad, did you find these?
Wait. Hold on. A little bit of a plot hole, but like, if even the Archon couldn't replicate that shade of purple, how does Nilou know what color that purple is? You know what I mean? Hey, maybe Nilou is like the goddess of flowers. Who knows?
Didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So how?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. What's going on here?
How would she know the Okay, maybe it just like only exists in dreams. Maybe that's it. Like it can't be translated to real life. Like that's how unique that purple is. We're gonna go with that just so that the story is perfect. Nilou, close your eyes. Imagine that the Grand Sage and his entourage are not here in front of you.
You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
That is so cruel, honestly.
Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu?
Wait, which ones are the Padisaras? Is it these or these? Because if it's these, and like the real... You know what? I'm not even going to get into it.
But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Like that.
Huh?
How did you come to that conclusion?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the SABZERUZ festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar.
Oh,
Diners
yeah,
had told
that
us a
wax
story
story.
like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love."
So he was in a
the
samsara
end,
too?
The first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
That story's still whack. The dream should be over
I
soon.
see. Well, it just so happens that today's SABZERUZ festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of SABZERUZ as beautiful as we can.
Let's go. I've been waiting a long time for this. Please dance your heart out. Is this a cutscene? Let's go. Wait, grab.
The wait is over, everyone.
Let's
I
go.
dedicate this to our god, the dance of SABZERUZ.
Oh, but Junior's art couldn't
I'd be
see
lying
it.
if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
There she is! Oh. Yes, girl. So is she actually dead? No way.
Oh, good morning, traveler.
Hopefully this is the last time we wake
Paimon
up.
feels like she's been
Oh,
asleep
wait,
for
no,
the
like...
longest time.
I just mean this is some Sarah. Like, good morning, Paimon.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was after the SABZERUZ festival.
No way we forgot all of
The
that.
SABZERUZ festival! Have we finally escaped from the SABZERUZ samsara?
Okay, I remember now.
Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal!
At the end of the dance of SABZERUZ, I think I saw, quick, let's go see Dunersard. She might be okay. Please don't tell me she actually died. Oh, she wasn't in there?
She's not in her room. What happened?
Let's go to the usual spot.
Huh? What usual spot?
There's Deja's, thing. Where is she?
Bring it!
Dunersard, are you alive? There she is! But is it really her or is it a puppet?
Well done, traveler and Paimon.
Catherine?
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the SABZERUZ festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
She's okay.
You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Oh my gosh. My eyes are actually watering. I was like really scared for a second that she was dead. Oh my gosh. I'm okay. I don't cry on this channel. I never cry. Dunersard.
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance of SABZERUZ.
She actually got to see it. Oh my god. Because like I was so afraid that it was just like her ghost seeing it and like the ghost took the memories with her, but she actually really got to see it. All right, that is for the next episode. Okay, yeah, get my stuff. Oh yes, yeah. Let's go. Yes. Okay, when is Ito gonna be in the next event? It's about that time. Let's go. How many wishes do I have now? 63! So that's 69. I'm editing right now, and I never do this, ever. I usually do a voiceover, but I need y'all to see my face when I say this. So like, Paimon and the Traveler, they realize that they are in a samsara. And a little bit of a time loop, right? Why didn't they go to Alhaitham, who is probably the smartest person that they've met in Sumeru City? You know what I mean? If they would have asked Alhaitham, they would have been figured it out. It wouldn't have taken them more than 10 loops of the samsara before they figured it out. Or is it like a situation where like he wouldn't have believed him? But at the same time, I feel like even though Alhaitham is like a very logical person, I don't think he would have been like, oh, no way. There's no such thing as time loops. I feel like Alhaitham, he's like one of those learners that's like open to learning a lot of stuff, but you have to like come with evidence, you know? You can't just be like, oh, time travel is real. Like, you gotta like have some backup with that. Maybe they didn't think they were close with him like that, so it's weird that they didn't go to him. Maybe they didn't have access to where he is, but it's weird that he wasn't even like mentioned the whole act. But I just wanted to put that out there because I was thinking about it while I was editing. I was like, wait a second. Why didn't they just ask the smartest person they've ever met? Why was this like the best quest ever? I loved it because like I didn't think this episode was gonna be better than the last one. The last one, even though it was like kind of filler, it was also like really like important filler sometimes, and it dropped so much freaking lore that hasn't yet made a connection to this act, but I think it's still important to know for the next act. Like the next act, I think it's about to go crazy, and I'm so freaking excited. I'm so happy Dunyarzad's okay, because I don't know, that was about to ruin my whole night, guys. I don't see why people, I mean, I could see why people wouldn't like it because it's very repetitive and, you know, you're trying to like put all the pieces together, but that's like the fun part of being involved in a story, is like trying to figure things out, because like if you were just told right off the bat, there's no fun in that. So I really loved this quest. I'm really curious as to like why the academia is harvesting people's dreams, like, because Dia did say like the academia could potentially make a hive mind if they really wanted to. So they might be doing something like that, or maybe they're using people's dreams as a way to prevent them from aspiring to be more, or to make them zombies in a way, so that they just listen without disobedience, make everyone think the same way so they don't have to struggle with telling them how to live and stuff. Or maybe they're really just seeking more knowledge, but like how much more knowledge would they want to have if they could access Irminsul? Unless they can't access Irminsul, and they're using people who might have had access to Irminsul so that they could gain knowledge through that. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. And I'm hoping to see Alhaitham, because we didn't see him in this one. I don't even think he was mentioned. And hopefully we can have Tainari back in the story, and Kale, Nilu, everyone except for Dory. I couldn't care less about her. But if you ended up liking the video, give it a like, share, subscribe for more, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!